Hello, my loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year again. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the 5th episode of the Gratitude is Yummy podcast. Guys, I know I said this would be a weekly Sunday pod, but I've been really feeling it, okay? I've been feeling it since the new year. Like, so much is coming in, and I just can't hold it in, okay? I can't hold it. So, we're just going to post episodes as I feel inspired to do so. Is that all right? I hope that's all right with you guys. All right. We're going with guidance here, right? No schedules, no algorithm gymnastics, none of that. Remember, time and dates don't matter when you're in alignment, okay? Welcome to 2026, Gratitude Babes. Oh my God, I am genuinely so happy to be here with you right now. There's something about the first episodes of a new year that feel really intimate. Like, it feels like we're all sitting together, quietly deciding, like, who we want to be this year, right? Not just the things we want to accomplish, not the things we want to prove, but how we actually want to live our lives. And this is why I knew this had to be one of the first conversations of the year. So many people say that they want a soft life, thinking it's just this lifestyle that you have to either subscribe to or buy into, but that is far from the truth. The soft life is not something you earn later. It's not something that you arrive at once everything falls into place and everything's perfect. The soft life is a frequency. It's a frequency that you choose to embody. And it's one that you can access any freaking time you want, even right now. Yes. Okay. I want to say this gently, but I also want to be honest. So many people say they want a soft life or they claim they're living a soft life, but they're still living in survival mode, right? They want ease. But they say, they still rush things, right? They want rest, but they feel guilty the moment they slow down. They want abundance, but their body is still bracing like something's about the other shoe's about to drop, like something's about to go wrong, right? And that doesn't make anybody broken or anything. It just means that your nervous system has learned to stay alert all the time. We have been taught that softness comes after success, that rest comes after exhaustion, right? That peace comes only when everything is handled. But that is so backwards. Softness is not the reward. Softness is the foundation. A real soft life doesn't start with aesthetics. It starts with regulation. It starts when your body feels safe enough to exhale. Okay? You cannot receive what your body does not feel safe holding. This is why people can manifest things and still feel empty. This is why people can have beautiful lives seemingly and still feel tense all the time. This is why people can slow down physically but still feel rushed on the inside. Soft life energy is not about just doing less. It is about holding life in a totally different way than you've been conditioned to. Okay? When you're living in a soft life frequency, you're not gripping things so tightly. You're not constantly thinking 3 steps ahead. You're not living in a constant state of self-correction. You trust yourself more. You trust your life more. You trust timing more. And that trust shows up in really small ways, but really real ways. You pause before you respond instead of reacting. You rest without explaining yourself. Okay, you choose what feels good instead of what looks productive. You let things unfold instead of forcing outcomes. And this is where gratitude becomes everything, right? And again, not surface level gratitude, not making lists, not toxic positivity, not pretending everything is perfect and easy, the social media fabricated soft lifestyle. No, none of that. I'm talking grounded, present gratitude. Gratitude that says, I am here. I am held in this moment. This is why the Gratitude is Yummy journal is not just a journal to me. It is a daily check-in with my nervous system, with your nervous system. When you sit down and you write, I am so grateful for my body because it keeps reminding me when it's time to rest and soften instead of push. When you include that why, you are teaching your body how to feel supported again. That because it's not just there for fluff. It's not just there to fill those lines in. It is regulation. It slows you down. It brings you into your body because in order to find the reason, you have to drop in. Okay? It reminds you why something matters to you. And when you feel the why, your system softens. That is how you move through hustle. You move from hustle energy into overflow energy. And when I say overflow energy, I'm not talking about excess. Okay, I'm talking about sufficiency. It is the feeling of being full, feeling satiated, satisfied before you reach for more. When you live from overflow, you still desire, you still dream, you still want beautiful things, but you're not chasing them to feel okay because you already feel okay. You feel full already. You're satiated already. You are satisfied already. Okay, and that changes everything. You stop forcing timelines. You stop questioning every decision. You stop wondering if you're behind. You realize you are exactly where you need to be. The soft life is what happens when you stop abandoning yourself to get ahead, when you stop overriding your body, when you stop rushing your healing, when you stop proving your worth. And I really want this year to feel so different for you. Not louder, not harder, not more demanding, okay, but safer, gentler, more spacious, more intentional. This is the year where you get to choose softness on purpose, where you let gratitude anchor you back into your body every single day. 5-10 minutes, one pen, few pages, one breath, a reminder that you are supported. That is not small. That is power, my loves. That is powerful. Because the more regulated you are, the more magnetic you become. Life responds to safety. Opportunities respond to openness. Abundance responds to receptivity. The soft life is not about checking out of life. It is about finally being present for it, finally being present in it. So, as you step into 2026, let this be your intention, babe. Less pressure, more presence, less proving, more receiving, less rushing, more trust. Gratitude is the bridge. Softness is the frequency. Gratitude is Yummy Journal is your tool. And this year gets to feel good while it grows. I love you all so, so much. Thank you again for starting this year with me. And I will see you in the next episode of the Gratitude is Yummy podcast. Mwah.